Today, God instructs you to place your expectations on His faithfulness. Do not focus on the inevitability of natural circumstances, but rather on the superiority of the everlasting life I have instilled within you. The Father asserts that salvation encompasses far more than merely the promise of a heavenly abode. My everlasting existence is an indispensable source of vitality and benediction. Extract from the reservoirs of salvation today. Partake from my source through your trust. The practice of your faith activates and unleashes my grace, power, and favor. Religious educators advocate for a performance-based approach to my blessing, yet, I assert that it is unattainable for you to earn what I bestow freely. Some may question if it is significant that we labor, earn, and comport ourselves in a virtuous manner. The Father asserts that all I require from you arises not from religious effort but from continuous connection and communion with my Spirit. The Father instructs us to trust, rely, and seek, promising to invest our heart and character with the fullness of His purity and grace. You will embody my essence as you perceive me, and as you perceive my words, says the Father, you will undoubtedly resemble me. That is essential to meeting the entirety of my expectations regarding you. God declares today that I am instilling within you the essence of a servant's heart. The Father declares that He is cultivating a servant's heart within you so that He may bestow upon you a son's reward. I am imparting a new cloak of entitlement upon you, enabling you to confidently embrace the promises secured by the blood of the cross 2 millennia ago. I stated that you are a living testament. You are a living testament inscribed by my hand. The chapters of your life do not represent a classical tragedy but rather a testament to success, triumph, and resilience. Do not allow your heart to be dissuaded by the failures of others to engage in the Father's work, for the reward is not theirs, but yours, my child. I am dispatching celestial support to accompany you and facilitate opportunities. Allow your life to be expended as a libation. As you deplete your finite resources, I shall bestow upon you my inexhaustible and everlasting benefits, blessings, and power in a manner and extent beyond your previous experiences, declares your God. Angels proclaim that this is the season and moment for you to envision a grander aspiration. You have requested some things from me that have been delayed, as it is essential to surrender the process to me and place your trust in the conclusion. Refrain from contemplating how I will fulfill my promises and trust that they will undoubtedly materialize. Focus on the reward granted to those who pursue their endeavors with steadfastness and loyalty to my purpose and the path I have established for them. You have inquired and requested, and I have acknowledged you, for this is the designated moment. I will definitively expand your territory and extend your borders. I will enable you to understand your domain and assert your boundaries. In the aspects of your life where you perceive constraints and limitations, understand that I am not constrained and will elevate you above the challenges of hardship and rejection. I am not constraining you, rather, I am expanding you. I am broadening the spiritual landscape of your existence and imparting the warrior spirit to confront the giants and surmount the challenges, guiding you toward the fulfillment of my highest purpose for your life. God proclaims today that I am ever-present assistance in your moments of necessity. Invoke me in times of distress, and I shall not disregard you. I will respond promptly. The Father asserts that there will be no delay, hence there is no necessity to seek refuge or attempt to address the challenges before you with earthly understanding or procrastination, as if I were absent from your presence. I am your deity, present among you as your God. I never position myself before you as a mere spectator or detached observer. I have acted, I am acting, and I shall continue to act in your defense and for your benefit. Therefore, go to celebrate. Proceed to dance. Proceed to find solace and exhale a breath of relaxation, because I am alleviating the adversarial pressure and uniting the influence of my kingdom and my blessings in your favor. Are you able to perceive my touch? The mere contact of my hand suffices. I am not a distant deity. I am near you, and my hands are open, with my heart receptive. Place your confidence in me. Anticipate the manifestation of my goodness as your inheritance today. God proclaims today to follow him, and he will transform you. You will transition from insignificance and doubt to purpose and empowerment. I will utilize you to counteract religious pretense and folly. Exert strength and refrain from restraint. Do not hesitate to assert your voice and influence regarding the corrupt circumstances I am highlighting before you. You will reveal religious spirits and guide individuals from hypocrisy into a more profound relationship with me. I am bestowing upon you a cloak and a robe of genuineness and closeness. This is not solely for you. It will transform into a tent, a spiritual firmament surrounding you, attracting many who will seek renewed intimacy and connection with me. I am empowering you to scrutinize those who claim to possess certain attributes or talents, revealing them as false individuals. This is the day I will no longer let my people be imprisoned or mistreated in any manner. Open your oral cavity. Exhibit candor and readiness. My followers will be eager on the day of my strength, which is consistently directed towards the objective of delivering freedom and liberty to many. This is your responsibility in your jurisdiction. Therefore, act swiftly and decisively, for I am with you and will never abandon you in the middle of the conflict. Jesus proclaims today that he is the Alpha and the Omega. I am the originator and the concluder. I will safeguard and complete what I have initiated in your life. Do not fear, declares the Father, for my hand is actively engaged in doing my will. My utmost delight is manifested as your supreme joy and my paramount objective. These are not mutually exclusive. There exists no conflict between my purpose and the desires that cause your heart to ache. I am instigating a new impetus in your life today. Focus on the present activities and relinquish the burdens of the past. The sustenance of yesterday will not fortify you for today's trials, asserts the Father. However, I have prepared everything necessary for you to confront today's task. Reject any awareness of weakness or deficiency that may obscure your perception or diminish your confidence. The endeavors I have instilled in you by my promise will be completed by my faithfulness, and you shall not experience humiliation or retreat from the purpose I have embedded in your heart. Place your trust, rejuvenate, and proceed with assurance. I am present with you, before to, alongside, and within you. I am your support and your shield, and you shall prevail. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks. Angels proclaim today that I shall transform your land into a delightful realm. I will make you like people who dream due to the abundance of my goodness that I will bestow upon you in this season. Base your expectations on my word rather than on past events. The Father declares that he is instigating transformation in your life, namely in the areas that require it most. As change occurs, circumstances may appear unstable and unpredictable. Nonetheless, do not allow yourself to be disturbed. Trust asserts that by trusting and obeying the Father, one will witness the favorable and beneficial results of faithfulness and blessings. I assign no value to misery, deprivation, or absence. That contradicts your teachings and the assertions of the esteemed religious authorities. The Father asserts that those who are vague regarding my promises do so at their own risk and to the disadvantage of those unfortunate enough to heed their platitudes and rationalizations. My fundamental essence is faithfulness, and I prioritize my word above my name. Rely on my word and my promise, and elevate your expectations to the extraordinary realm of improbable blessings, for that is precisely what I have designated for you in this season, declares the Father. God advises against looking back now. Focus on the future rather than the past. The trenches of disappointment and frustration you have cultivated are now in the past. I am transitioning you today from a plowman to a reaper. Expedite your actions and relinquish all disappointment, as such feelings will obstruct your entry to the new level and new purpose that I have already made accessible to you. Let it be released, declares the Father. Abandon the past and accept the fresh potential of my intentions for your life. Disregard past matters. Strive towards the forthcoming grandeur. By doing so, I will elevate you, akin to Enoch, to an unfamiliar spiritual realm that you have neither experienced nor witnessed. However, it is a spiritual domain for which I have granted you the title deed. God proclaims today that there are no uniform sons or daughters in my kingdom. The Father states that I have not called you to resemble, imitate, or act like anyone else. I have concluded that you will manifest my splendor in your distinct and individual manner. The mantle I have created for you will not fit securely until you discard all false and illegitimate authority that pushes its will or religious agenda upon you. Resolve within yourself today to prioritize pleasing the Father above all else, and I will lead you to the highways and byways where the true work of the kingdom is accomplished. You will pose a challenge to the established order and face criticism. Nonetheless, heed my voice more than that of others. The truth invariably surpasses falsehood, and the authenticity of my identity within you will not only provide space for you, but will also exonerate you as you strive to do just what you observe your Father doing. God proclaims today that your conflict has concluded. You have contended with yourself, engaging in internal conflict, yet I am guiding you to a state of tranquility. You will rest, and through this rest, you will enter a new and faster period of productivity and prosperity. The Father states, in my kingdom, rest does not equate to inactivity. Upon entering the rest I have provided, the fruits of your labor are returned to you with growing abundance. The Father instructs us to learn this. Understand this as the fundamental principle via which I respond to prayers and renew all aspects of your life each morning. Disregard concerns, grievances, and the viewpoints of others. They have asserted that my statement is ineffective. They have developed theological frameworks to elucidate the reasons for their unanswered pleas. The Father advises the rejection of all such thoughts. Allow me to be your truth, your life, and your gateway to greater treasures than what humanity, in its constrained self-justifying nature, can ever comprehend. The Father proclaims, this is your day. The time for your blessing has arrived. God asserts that human currency is a feeble and inadequate resource during times of adversity. I am providing you today with the kingdom's cash. The wallet I provide you does not age. The account you are preparing to fulfill your requirements is unaware of any deficiencies. The Father declares that this is a new day and a new economy, specifically the economy of my kingdom. Engage and celebrate. Engage and find solace in the understanding that I am the source for every necessity, and I am neither constrained by a budget nor miserly with my benevolence. In 2014, you will rely on me more than ever before. I will ensure that you experience, indeed, that you experience, perceive, engage with, and comprehend my constancy in every aspect of your existence. Therefore, take refuge in the concealed sanctuary of the Most High, declares the Father. Arise devoid of grievances or anxieties. You may relinquish any apprehensions at the threshold, for I am the God who is both able and eager to fulfill every promise articulated in my word. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks. God proclaims that the weight of self-recrimination shall be alleviated from you today. You are grappling with self-imposed burdens that I have not placed upon you. Permit yourself today to embrace a manageable burden and a light yoke. Today, I sever the deceptive equilibrium and the fraudulent weights and burdens inflicted by the adversary's falsehood. It is time to silence the accusations that have arisen even from those nearest to you. The Father declares it is time to cleanse yourself of the taint of guilt and hurtful words that have been directed at you. Forgive, relinquish, bestow blessings, and ascend to a superior state of liberation from every deception of the adversary, regardless of its source, even valued associates. The Father declares, I am leading you to repose on the threshing floor. I am clarifying my purpose on earth and in your life. You will engage in the harvest and repose in the storage while I secure every valuable item that has caused you excessive worry. The Father implores you to relinquish your burdens, for you are nearer to liberation and success than you realize. God declares that my name, Jehovah Rapha, your healer, shall be recognized in your life. I have committed myself to you to provide deliverance not only spiritually but across all aspects of your life, including the physical. Your body was not designed for illness, suffering, or affliction. To your body, I proclaim tranquility, be still. May the tempest of tension and debilitating circumstances be alleviated, and may restoration ensue. I am revitalizing your health and will facilitate recovery through you. Your physical recovery via the blood of the cross will empower you to share this gift with others. The Father asserts that miracles, signs, and wonders in the physical body will become your commonplace surroundings. From this day forward, it will be customary for pleas for healing to be granted by the divine fire of God to restore and redeem physical bodies. Do not hesitate to pray or rely on my promises for yourself and others. This is your share, and this is a facet of my character that you will implant like a seed in the hearts and lives of others, enabling them to partake and be rejuvenated entirely. I was profoundly grateful for the prophetic counseling session on October 16, 2013. I gained significant clarity, understanding, and confirmation regarding several areas in my life that were producing stagnation. Instantaneously, I had a release of burdens and a profound sense of tranquility and assurance over the path that God has ordained for my life. It was genuinely a privilege. I urge individuals seeking divine guidance in their lives to contemplate prophetic consultation with this ministry. They possess a profound devotion to God and His followers, aspiring to guide them toward fulfilling their purpose. May God perpetually bestow blessings upon you, Russ and Kitty. Jesus declares today that I am accomplishing complete righteousness in your life. Did you comprehend my statement? I am not merely completing a portion or a standard, I am accomplishing all righteousness in your life and granting you full entitlement from my throne. Some, like John the Baptist during my baptism in the Jordan, are reluctant to engage in my entitlement process. Do you recall what I conveyed to John when he opposed it? Permit it to occur to accomplish all justice. Do you get that what John perceived was not his cousin, but rather the manifestation of God's splendor within me at that moment? I have instilled the same glory within you. The Christ anointing resides within you today, as the Father declares, just as it was within me on that day and continues to dwell in me now. If John could perceive my essence within you, he would likewise recognize his unworthiness to engage with what I have entrusted to you. I have bestowed the Christ anointing upon you so that you may attain the complete measure of my greatness in this generation. Are you prepared? Prepared to suffer several challenges and engage in various processes that are unrelated to your position before me yet are essential for fulfilling my assignment through you on earth. Grant me radical cooperation today. Do not hesitate to comply, says the Father, and I will reveal my glory and extend my delivering hand over every facet of your life and the lives of many. Angels proclaim today that you must engage in your Father's work. During my earthly existence, I did not await full maturity or a chance to engage in the Father's work. As a young lad still undergoing maturation, I positioned myself at the center of religious conflict and audaciously conveyed my Father's wisdom to those who would plot to orchestrate my demise. Cease awaiting the ideal circumstance or optimal maturity. Procrastinating and observing for the ideal opportunity will deprive you of your testimony and forfeit the initial triumphs that are your rightful inheritance from me. The Father asserts that it is time to take action. It is time to abandon prudence and reject the notion of becoming a prudent failure. Timidity is not a virtue when your breakthrough is imminent. Do not succumb to intimidation or the opinions of people who have neither endorsed nor will ever endorse acts of bold faith. The Father asserts that failure is unacceptable. I stand with you and will never abandon you. Exhibit courage and resolve, and today you shall achieve triumph, compelling the adversary to retreat in disgrace and defeat. The Father declares today that I will make you aware of the day of your visitation. Today, I shall open the heavens above you and unleash the springs of the abyss at your feet. I proclaim today that as you request, so shall you command. Your decree shall constitute your declaration. The angels designated to you from your birth continually observe my countenance, perceiving in it the affirmative response of my heart to the pleas of your heart. The Father declares that He has arrived today to act as a refiner's fire and fuller's soap, intending to fully purify and cleanse, ultimately bringing you to rest on His threshing floor. I will eliminate the taint of fear and disbelief and provide you with the assurance of my provision, love, and unearned favor towards you. I will reveal my face to you, for I have designated a position for you beside me, where you shall discover solace, security, and stability that cannot be taken from you by man. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family and subscribe to the channel and check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching the video.